Ever since the first Lego-based stop-motion by Lars and Heinrich Hassing in 1973, Brick Films have continued to impress with their originality and creativity. Over the past 4 months, we have been taking a look at some of the best examples of such films from the past, and today, we will be going through them one by one, highlighting some of their most notable aspects. For this video, we have ranked the Brick Films in accordance to our personal preference, starting with videos we may not have enjoyed quite so much and ending with our favorites, rather than going from worst to best. For this reason, the list may not follow the ranking system as seen in our reviews, and so for instance, a film we rated an 8 out of 10 could appear above a video to which we gave a 9. So, without further ado, here is our Golden Oldies Series 1 recap. We hope you enjoy. Number 8, Black and Blue. Starting off our list, we have Black and Blue, a brick film created by Suburb Anim Studios back in 2011 for the 9th annual THAC. The film centers around two colors, black and blue, who come into conflict with each other when determining what color a specific wall should be. One of the more notable aspects of this film is the sound design, where Suburb Anim makes use of the Ratatouille soundtrack to a great result. The song used, Colette Shows Him Les Ropes, has a perfect melody that goes alongside the polished visual effects and fluid animation perfectly. In these respects, Black and Blue is both a good film and an excellent entry into THAC, with a place of second in that year's results. Number 7, Coldplay, Viva La Vida in Lego. This recreation of Coldplay's popular 2008 song Viva La Vida is absolutely fantastic. The creator Dylan Woodley takes lyrics from the song and uses them creatively to tell a new story that follows an ancient ruler through his rise and fall from power. Given that the original music video for Viva La Vida doesn't share any visuals on the story it's telling through the lyrics, Dylan Woodley's version is all the more unique and by far enjoyable. And despite the somewhat poor production design and editing displayed throughout, this video still carries a great aesthetic and is very detailed in both cinematography and animation. Number 6, We the Pumpkins 3. Harrison Allen's 2014 release We the Pumpkins 3 is a poem-based brick film set in the magical land of Rigo Falu and is most certainly excellent in many terms. The film focuses on a she-elf and her dealings with the Pumpkin 3, a trio of scarecrow-like pumpkins who fulfill people's many wishes and desires in exchange for a certain fee, and in the instance of this particular story, the she-elf is in dire need of a restored face. By giving off a creepy and eerie vibe, the lighting included amongst sets work exceptionally well in helping set the mood of the story, and the cinematography is great, although some of the techniques do become a little overused by the end of the film. Overall, this is a brilliant video and is highly worth a watch if you're into poetry or stop motion in general. Number 5, The Force Unleashed. Inspired by the popular Star Wars video game, Fancy Pants' The Force Unleashed is an exceedingly well done lightsaber fight sequence between a presumed Sith Lord and Jedi Master. This video is by far one of my favorite LEGO fight sequences, mainly for its stellar animation, where Fancy Pants has made use of the ease in and ease out technique brilliantly with no abrupt movements. The saber visuals also go along with the animation and minifigures incredibly, contributing a vibrant tone that helps lighten up the bland set design. All in all, The Force Unleashed is a LEGO fight sequence done right and an absolute pleasure to watch. Number 4, The Profession. Coming in at number 4, we have Zach Macias' The Profession, which follows a secret agent on his mission to take down an arms dealer. The animation is fantastic along with the screenplay, but it's the cinematography that stands out. This film is a great example of how to shoot close-up fight sequences, giving added grit to the battle whilst keeping the sequence easy to follow, keeping the action in the center of the frame and not resorting to shaky cam. This is aided by the great animation, with the punches and falls eased to near perfection, adding realistic weight and impact to the punches and falls. These factors combine to make the brick film a great pleasure to view, and also to listen to, with some inventive sound design by Macias. Number 3, The Magic Portal. Created by Lindsay Flay between the years of 1985 and 1989, The Magic Portal stands as the third known brick film ever created, and for its age, this film is astonishingly good. The story follows an astronaut called Elle in discovering a magic portal that'll teleport anyone who walks into it to a new and mythical land, resulting in an epic exploration of many different settings and creatures featuring Elle alongside his shipmate P and their boss, Captain Paranoia. Lindsay does a particularly tremendous job with this film's animation and production design. Almost every sequence has perfect fluency and movement that coincides with some fantastic on-screen minifigure and set design. If you have any interest in stop motion, I definitely recommend giving the Magic Portal a watch. Number 2. The Front. Created by Gregory and Gary Moore of Twicabrick, The Front is set in a post-apocalyptic world where humans are under threat from steampunk-style robots named steamers. This film is beautiful in almost every aspect. The directing, editing, and the character and set design are all well done to a great result, with the animation techniques being some of the most realistic and natural looking you'll find in brick films today. Twicabrick does a fantastic job at setting up the world via brilliant set and sound design, despite voice acting being subpar at times. This aside though, The Front is a very original brick film, and I highly recommend watching this masterpiece if you haven't already. Number 1. Henri and Edmond, Droid de Tour. And finally, at the number 1 spot, we have Studios Epsilon's 2011 French brick film Droid de Tour, or Copyright, featuring an outlandish but highly enjoyable plot, following likable but helpless protagonist Henri as he goes on the run from a copyright agency after downloading a pirated song. The animation is delightful and the lighting setup coincides with the marvelous camera angles to give a great cinematic look. The fantastic screenplay, superb voice acting, beautiful cinematography, and a great soundtrack, not to mention the dynamic relationship of Henri and Edmond, Droid de Tour has earned its place among the very greatest brick films of all time.